up, guys? So today's video, I am looking at my board game highlight, and I'm going to be highlighting the game that I got for my friend's birthday this last weekend. I had planned on doing this as sort of a friend tag thing and doing sort of the exact same sort of thing that I would have done in my game highlight to begin with, but with my friend, and I got them a different version of the game. But the game is Pick Your Poison. I actually really like the packaging for this. Everything's sort of nicely set out, it's well designed, it feels good quality. So we've got in the box, so taking the lid off, we've got our game board, which on the outside is the name, on the side it says choose wisely, and then we've got our option A and our option B. We've got our rules card, likewise folds up. A little advertising for the Not Safe for Work version, which is the version I got my friend, as well as other games that Player 10 Games make. And I have seen quite a few of these around, and they all look really good. I must confess that I am a bit of a Player 10 fan, only having played one or two of their games. We've then got our choosing cards. We've got an A, a B, and then a double down card, which is specified in the rules, and I'll get to that in a second. We've then got, what's this one? These orders. There's little sections here, and I can't remember. Okay, cool. So that some of these were written on. There's some blank cards, obviously, so you can write your own. Okay, cool. So I've just got a random handful here. Make sure I put it all the right way first. Can't remember when I played this game last. It's been a while. Shuffle just so I can choose two completely random cards. Sweet. Alright. Now, I'm just going to put this down for 2 seconds so we can read the rules and explain it. So, it starts off with the objective. Each round you combine 2 poison cards, which are these black ones. So you combine 2 of those to create a difficult decision. You have to pick the same poison card as the majority of other players to score, and the first player to 15 points wins the game. To get started, all players should start with the following 9 cards. So you will start with 6 of the poison cards, your A card, your B card, and your double down card. And then it's supposed to be player with the most recent birthday is the first judge. So if you're getting this for someone's birthday, it would actually be them that starts the game to begin with. The other players are the picking players. Now it does have then its main mode of playing, which is all the way down to here. This one says house rules, and there are other house rules, but basically it's sort of a kind of like Would You Rather. I'm just going to put this in the corner here, a little snap for me. Cool. Alright, so the judge the person who is claiming, the person with the most recent birthday, is the first judge. So the judge chooses a poison card from their hand, and they place it face up on the A spot. So this one here we have says never have internet access again. Wouldn't be able to upload YouTube videos if that were the case. And that's the A card for the rest of that round. Everyone else then submits one other card from their hand to be the B card. The judge then collects the picking players' poison cards and reads them aloud. The judge then selects one of these cards and places it face up on the B spot. So if we're going through that, let's say I choose first number 3s. So I'm literally going to 1, 2, there's our third one. Obviously I counted off screen to begin with. But this one has be unable to respond anytime someone says thank you. Which means you wouldn't be able to respond with a polite "you're welcome." No. So the picking players can ask the judge. So the person who submitted that B card then gets 1 point for having their card chosen by the judge. All other submitted cards are discarded. Picking players can ask the judge a clarifying question to the 2 poison cards. The judge can elaborate on each scenario however they like, and the judge should try to balance the unpleasantness of the 2 poisons to make the choice as difficult as possible for the picking players. The picking players then pick their poison, indicating which option they prefer by putting their corresponding picking card, A or B, depending on where it is on the playmat. You can use your double down card alongside your pick card to earn double points. When a double down card is used and the player scores 0 points in the round, they lose their double down card for the remainder of the game. But if you win points, you get to take your double down card back, plus you earn double points. So it's something to sort of hit the take it to the next level sort of thing. Then reveal. Players reveal the poison card they chose by flipping their pick card over. Points tallied on a score sheet by the judge, and we'll get to the scoring in a second. And then discard both card A and B. Picking players retrieve their pick card and double down card if they played it and didn't lose it. All players then draw an extra poison card from the deck until they have 6 in their hand again, and the player to the left of the judge becomes the next judge, and so on until someone reaches 15 points like we said. Now, scoring, because you can, there are a couple of different ways that this can be scored. Each round is scored depending on how many players picked each poison card. If everyone picked, let's say everyone picked card A, let's get ourselves 2 new cards. We'll just take whatever cards on top. Should not be the same ones. Alright, so our new cards here are order a small salad on your date on every date for A, and be used to a sink full of someone else's dishes once a day. Now let's say everyone picked that they would rather order a small salad for their date on every date that they ever went on. If all picking players choose the same poison card, they each get 1 point and the judge loses 2 points. And so as a judge, you should not be, it sort of reinforces that, making it a very difficult decision. Try not to make it too easy, because otherwise everyone's just going to pick the same card and you will lose your points, and that's not going to help you win. If it is split, when some players pick card A and others pick card B, the picking players who agree with the majority get 1 point, all other players get nothing. So in that case, the split is a majority rules, and if we're playing with an even number of players, excluding the judge, because obviously the judge is not picking here. If half of the players pick card A and half pick card B, the judge gets 3 points and the picking players get nothing. When playing with an odd number of picking players, see house rules, because obviously playing with an odd number, you're always going to have at least a majority rules there. And then it just reinforces here again with winning. You've got to reach 15 points to win. Now there are 5 house rules that you can mix in to further your gameplay. For these, we will pick new cards for each one, so I can give you guys examples. Alright, so the first one says odds to evens. When playing with an odd number of picking players, the judge picks a poison card alongside the other players. The judge only receives points if the round ends in a tie. So if the 2 cards were, A is have toes on your hands and fingers on your feet, and perform your own medical procedures for the rest of your life. And B, if you're playing with an odd number of picking players, the judge also gets to, so say you've got 4 people playing, one of them's a judge, so in order to be able to get that tie for the judge, he gets to pick a card as well, so you have 4. If 2 of them chose having toes on their hands and fingers on their feet, 2 of them chose the performing your own medical procedures for the rest of your life, doesn't matter which side the judge is on, you get 3 points and everyone else gets nothing. That's that one. We've then got the next house rule is super judge. So in a split decision, the judge gets 1 point for each player that didn't vote with the majority. So if we've got here our new ones that I've got here, always have clothes that are extremely wrinkled no matter how much you iron them. And use the word literally in literally every conversation. Now if this is obviously you're playing with an even number of players, and again we'll say that it's 4, if 3, obviously in that case 3 of them is going to be the majority, so the judge would get 1 point for whoever chose the losing card in that situation. Obviously if you're playing with a much higher number, you can have up to, where does it say that? Where does it say how many people can play? It does not. It's in the box here somewhere. Let's quickly look. This box. 3 to 16. So if you've got your 16 people playing, so we have 15 people playing, because then there's 14 pickers. If it's an 8 to 6 split, the judge is going to get 6 points in that, as opposed to everyone else in the 8 only getting 1. So it means that per round, pretty much guaranteed, the minimum amount of points that anyone can win is going to be 3, and that's the judge. On a split decision, everyone's going to get 1 point, where the judge is getting whatever the minority was, and on unanimous, everyone's getting 1 point while the judge loses 2. So yeah, super judge is sort of a fun rule to have. Definitely makes you sort of try to think about what everyone else is going to pick and try to beat the judge that way. Our next rule, I'll draw some new cards again. We've got 2 for 1. The judge chooses 2 poison cards for a double card A, and the players submit 2 poison cards each, from which the judge selects a double card B. So if we've got our A's and our B's, our A's here are fill a shopping cart with your favourite possessions and throw away everything that doesn't fit. And end every question by saying question mark out loud. They are card A's. Now it's not I would do one of the A's and one of the B's. You cannot do that way. You have to pick both A's or both B's. So both B's in this case are ride a skateboard down a mountain road and have it never stop raining, which combined could be kind of dangerous. And then obviously you would have to look at both of those as sort of the same scenario. And then scoring would just continue the same way. Our fourth one is lucky draw. The judge draws the top card from the deck instead of choosing a poison card from their hand. Now I haven't looked at this, I have no idea what it says. So our option B in this case is, obviously I'm just pulling from the top here to get these cards, leave the country and never return for the remainder of your life. That's our B. And our A, which I haven't seen, is be invisible to every camera. So either way, people in your country can never see you again. And then our last rule is freshen up. Before any round, players can return their hand to the bottom of the deck and start fresh. However, to do so, you're penalised 1 point. So, what do we got here? 4, 5, 6. Let's say I didn't like my hand, decided to get rid of it. It's going to cost me a point. And so that then sort of stops those people that are notoriously just always trading their cards in to try and get what they think the good cards are, so that they can continually get the points for being picked by the judge. Sort of helps put a stop to them in a sense. Why are these not going back in properly now? There we go, thank you. So yeah, that's pick your poison. Obviously this video would have been a little bit more interesting if I'd actually been able to do the friend tag that I wanted to do with this game. But this is what we got instead. And either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you are new here and want to be notified when I upload new videos. Yeah, until next time, keep your head screwed on.